Hello and welcome to the Hail Mary Joe 2 TD Scorer Show. I'm your host, Jose, and welcome. Just like that, we're off to week 11. We'll do a quick review of Thursday night's games where I had one player from each team for 2 TDs and a SGP. I spent $3, a dollar on each ticket. Unfortunately, Mark Andrews got hurt and he's gone for the rest of the year. That didn't help picking him, and Joe Burrows is also gone for the rest of the year, which didn't help with Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase did get one, but as it was, we spent $3, we lost $3, so that's it. So now we're going to go on to Sunday, Monday's games. We have a total of, 13 games on the docket. So I did one ticket of 4 players. I spent 50 cents on the 1s, 2s, and 3s. That's cost me $7. I bought 3 tickets, or I spent 3 tickets with 3 players on the 1s, 2s, and 3s at 50 cents each for $3.50. So I'm spending a total of $9, $10.50, $17.50 for this week, plus the $3 that I lost will be a total of $20.50 for week 11. Hopefully we can change some of this around and start making some money this week. So, on player number 1 with the 4 players, I have player number 1 is going to be Terry McLaurin for Washington. 2 TDs at 11-1. He's facing the 21st pass defense. Last 3 games, he's been 14 for 27, 169 yards and 1 TD. And he should be facing New York Giants quarterback Adoree Jackson, whose catch rate allowed is 77.8% and a passer rating allowed of 118.9. That's numbers you can't pass up, especially for Scary Terry. Player number 2 on ticket number 1 is going to be Deebo Samuel. Now, Deebo came back last week as his game 1, so I didn't pick him, even though he did score a touchdown. I am picking him this week for San Francisco, 2 TDs at 9-1. He's facing the 31st ranked pass defense. Like I said, last week was his first game back, so this week he should be really ready to go. Last week he was 4 for 4 for 30 yards catching, and he did 3 carries for 29 yards rushing and 1 TD rushing. So, he's going to be a dual threat. Then we have the 3rd player on ticket number 1 is going to be A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown for Philadelphia, 2 TDs at 9-1. Should be facing the 5th ranked pass defense. In the last 3 games, he was 25 of 32, 333, and 4 TDs. He should be covered by L'Jarius Sneed, usually with a 29.5% target share and a too high safety drop rate of 24.7. So, he's getting the looks, and at the end of the day, he's going to give us some opportunities. On the first reads, he's at 41.6 when it's man-to-man and 37% on zone coverage. So he's getting the looks. He's the guy. He's in the top 3 categories for top wide receiver this year. So the last player I have, yes, don't be shocked, big odds, finally scored a touchdown. Everybody hyped on him 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm hyping on him this week, and it's going to be Michael Mayer for Las Vegas Raiders. 2 TDs at 90-1. That's right, 90-1. Not uncommon. It doesn't happen often, but yes, it does happen. I've hit a few. He's facing the 13th ranked pass defense. In the last 3 games, he was 6 for 9 for 49 yards and 1 TDs. There's no value in the Miami players. They expect them to romp and whatever. And at the end of the day, they're spreading the ball around, and there's just really no value. I'd rather take this as a long shot at 90-1. After all, that is what I do. 2 TDs are long shots. So, ticket number 2. Let's move on. Ticket number 2, 3 players. First player is going to be Sam Laporta for Detroit. 2 TDs at 14-1. Facing the 26th pass defense in Chicago. In the last 3 games, he's been 18 for 22, 149 yards and 1 TD. Chicago has also given up 2 receivers to score 2 or more touchdowns. Amon St. Brown is the number 1 receiver. Sam Laporta is number 2 on that team as far as I'm concerned. You got to ride with him. Sam Laporta is half that value. Amon St. Brown is half that value. I'm going to go with Laporta in this game. Player number 2 is going to be Jake Ferguson for Dallas. 2 TDs at 10-1. He has 17 red zone targets this year. In the last 3 games, he's been he's been 15 for 21, 164 yards and 3 TDs. He's had 1 TD in the last 3 games. I'm expecting him 2 in this one. Okay, so that's what we're expecting from Jake. And then the third player I have on ticket number 2 is going to be Amari Cooper, 2 TDs at 22-1. He's got no Deshaun Watson. He's facing Pittsburgh with his 27th ranked pass defense. He's still the number 1 target for Cleveland. I got to ride with him. I don't trust anybody on Pittsburgh. And, there's just, it's what do you got for QBs in this game? Well, I'm going for the best wide receiver on the field for either team, and that's Amari Cooper. So, ticket number 3. So, ticket number 3's got 3 players. First player is going to be Dalton Kincaid for Buffalo, 2 TDs at 14-1. It's not a great matchup facing the 3rd-ranked pass defense. In the last 3 games, he's been 20 for 24, 197 yards, 2 TDs. Buffalo is skidding, but how can you trust the New York Jets either? I don't know. I expect this with their tough D to Dalton Kincaid. He should have had 2 last week, and then all of a sudden he was wide open, but Josh Allen ran it in, but it is what it is. I'm going to try him again this week. So, player number 2 for ticket number 1. Sorry about that. Player number 2 for ticket number 3 is going to be TJ Hawkinson for Minnesota, 2 TDs at 14-1. He's facing the 23rd ranked pass defense. In the last 3 games, he's been 24 for 36 and 291 yards. Denver has allowed 3 players to catch 2 TDs or more this year, right? With that in mind, Justin Jefferson is due back this week. It's his first game back, so I expect him to be, cradled in, and all of a sudden snap counts and so forth, and Hawkinson to be on the board the whole time, on the field the whole time. Third player for ticket number 3 is going to be Noah Brown. Yes, Noah Brown's been hot. He's finally got into the end zone. I'm riding him this week, okay? He's facing the 11th ranked pass defense, not the best in the world. In the last 3 games, he's been 16 for 19, 382 yards and 1 TD. With CJ Stroud, Brown will get the opportunities. He's got the MVP candidate, in my opinion, for the QB. Give the rookie the rewards. He's been awesome. They've been in the games. They're trying, and they're trying to win every single one of them. Very impressed with this Houston team. Ticket number 4. So the 3 players I got are Jalen Guyton for the Los Angeles Chargers at 2 TDs at 22-1. It's his 3rd game back this year. Last 2 weeks, he was 4 of 8 with 41 yards and 1 TD. He had the 3rd most targets on the team last week. Like I said, he's going to be a full complement to the play this week. So, yeah, I'm riding him. The next player I have, and I do apologize if I mess up the name, is Jackson Smith-Njigba. And for Seattle, 2 TDs at 25-1. He's facing the 14th ranked pass defense. In the last 3 games, he's been 13 for 16, 152 yards and 1 touchdown. He's a rookie wide receiver. He has been making a difference since week 6. The first 6 weeks, he didn't show up. Since then, he's been on the scoreboard. He's been making a contribution to his team. He's getting to be part of that offense. And the way that Metcalf and Lockett have been hot and cold this year, I'm riding the rookie. And that's what we're doing. And the last person ain't no rookie. Trust me. It's going to be DeAndre Hopkins for Tennessee at 2 TDs for 16-1. He's facing the 30th ranked pass defense, okay? In the last 3 games, he's been 11 for 26, 215 yards, and 3 TDs. Those 3 TDs came all in one game. Wasn't last week. I'm riding him. He's going to be super hot or super cold. We're going for super hot this week. It's what can I be? His QB will be Will Levis, So he's going to... Will Levis targets DeAndre Hopkins 8.7 times per game. They came off a bye week, so they had another week to gel. Hopefully that's it. So let's just do a quick review. But before I do, remember, this is not financial advice. This is strictly what I'm doing and only what I'm doing. I'm not authorized to give you that. If you do decide to gamble, only gamble what you can afford to lose. That's the golden rule. So, ticket number 1, 4 players, all for 2 TDs. Are going to be Terry McLaurin for Washington, 2 TDs at 11-1. Deebo Samuel for San Francisco, 2 TDs at 9-1. We're going to go with A.J. Brown, Philadelphia, 2 TDs at 9-1. We're going with Michael Mayer, Las Vegas Raiders. Sorry about that. For 2 TDs at 90-1. Yes, 90-1. So ticket number 2 has Sam Laporta, 2 TDs at 14-1. Jake Ferguson, 2 TDs at 10-1 for Dallas. We have Amari Cooper for Cleveland, 2 TDs at 22-1. Ticket number 3 is going to be Dalton Kincaid for Buffalo, 2 TDs at 14-1. TJ Hawkinson, 2 TDs for Minnesota at 14-1. And then we have Noah Brown for Houston, 2 TDs at 22-1. And the last ticket on the docket is going to be Jalen Guyton for LA Chargers, 2 TDs at 22-1. We have Jackson Smith Nimjuma. Hopefully I said it right. I do apologize if I don't. For Seattle, 2 TDs at 25-1. And we have DeAndre Hopkins for Tennessee, 2 TDs at 16-1. Please enjoy the game. Gamble responsible. And I will see you on Thursday, probably late Wednesday night, for Thursday's games and a review of Sunday, Monday's action, as we have full slate of football on Thanksgiving Thursday. You guys, enjoy the games. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.